Having visited Port Elizabeth several times in the past as a musician, this area only holds good memories for me. This time I will remember new fond memories in the form of the Eastern Province Bonsai Society show. During my flight from Johannesburg to Port Elizabeth, the club was setting up for a show that was highly anticipated and enjoyed by all. In this video, I will feature the trees on display, interview some of the members, and show a little bit of my presentation at this great event. Hope you enjoy it. Okay, it's the 22nd of November 2025 and I've landed in Port Elizabeth last night. My name is Leo Moflati and I'm here with Owen, the current chairman of the Eastern Province Bonsai Society here at their annual show. Thank you very much for having me here, Owen.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Owen, congratulations on an excellent show. I think that any club in South Africa would be incredibly proud to put on a show like this. A single club show with this amount of trees and these standards, there's obviously been a lot of work and a lot of preparation. Well done, Owen.
Thank you very much. I must admit I've got a strong committee, so that from an arrangement point of view, they've been doing some wonderful work. And we've got very active members, as you can see. Their contribution went towards putting the show up and having the success that we are today.
I must thank you for the invitation to be here, because it was a bit of a bucket list tick for me to be here, because I had been following you guys on social media for a couple of years and I've been watching your previous exhibitions and your club's activities, and whenever looking at the pictures of your previous exhibitions, I always thought, wow, I wish I was there, and you've given me that opportunity. Thanks so much. Owen, tell me a bit about the club, the state of the club, where you guys meet and how people could go about joining the club, and any information for anybody. Tell me about the club.
Okay. So society started about 46 years ago. So if I look at from a society point of view, I've been part of it for 15 years, and I've seen the growth that has happened in the society from not only a member point of view, but also from the quality of tree point of view. So that's really been a privilege for me to be part of it. So if anybody would like to have more info about the society, they can pop onto our Facebook page, which is the Eastern Province Bonsai Society, or even epbonsai.co.za. That'll take you straight to our Facebook page, where they can get more information.
How often do you guys meet?
So we've got a meeting once a month, where all active members can join, as well as visitors, and then that's usually on the second Saturday, and we've got two venues that we utilize for that. So quarterly we'll go to one of our senior growers' place, where we actually do some workshops, and then the other meetings are at the Methodist Church in Newton Park.
One activity of your club that definitely comes across from many growers that I visit is that you guys dig annually, and even a lot of the trees that I've seen, even in our club, have been notable olives dug in the Kucha area, and that would be an annual activity that your club members would look forward to as well, hey?
Yeah, we've got all paid up members can go on a dig on a monthly basis. So it's actually the fourth weekend of every month we go on a dig. And the nice thing about it is we go to the Kucha Industrial Zone, where we've got some very old olives, some scotias, we've got some speckworm right there, and we can go save those plants before they send in the bulldozer. So it's a nature conservation effort and a bonsai conservation, if you think about it. And some of those trees are more than 200 years old that we go rescue there. So from that point of view, we've got a permit to go fetch trees before they actually go to waste.
And then just to end off, Owen, I'll ask you to choose one of your trees on exhibition, and I wondered if you wanted to tell us about the Kani duet that you've decided to show our viewers.
Okay. So this kind of dirt behind me over here, this was given to me by a friend. His name is Rudolf de Priya.
Who's filming now?
He's actually filming us right now as we speak. And I'm not just saying this because he's filming, right? But he came down, so he was part of our society many years ago. He moved to East London. He's now part of the Bonsai Border Society, or Bonsai Society. So bonsai to me is more than just about trees or art form. It's about, enabling people to do the art of bonsai. And that's why we as society, it talks about more than just the individual. So when I started out in bonsai, it was about sharing material, sharing techniques, learning from each other. And that to me is what bonsai is truly about. And this was a gift from him when he came down to one of our digs that we had here with this club as well. And they're actually here this weekend doing a demonstration for us as well. So from an interactive point of view, we want to build the relationships between clubs, not only club members, share material, share thoughts, and share methods. So that's the whole idea. And that's why this is one of my favorites, because that encompasses all of those aspects here.
Thanks, Emil Owen. I'm looking forward to the weekend with you guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much for coming.
The Friday before the show opened, the club had a function, and members cast votes for the Members' Choice Awards. And these were the 3 trees to win the awards. And I got to interview the first prize winner.
Okay, I'm here with Edward, and he's come first in the Members' Choice Award. Edward, well done, and tell us a little bit about your tree.
Thank you very much. This tree was actually found in one of our members' garden. She didn't really care much for it, or didn't tend much for it, and she's always very happy for me to style trees. It was actually a big bush. There was no shape to it at all. I took one look at the trunk, saw the movement, and already had an idea of what I'd like. So this was probably about 6 years ago, I want to say. It took a lot of styling. I think I styled it the first time a year after I got it. The first idea was to repot it into a nice spot. Then it's first styling, second styling. I think this is now the third styling. I did it last year, and now I've just left it to grow out.
Tell us a little bit about the preparation of this tree for this exhibition, like the preparation of the bark and of the deadwood.
So the deadwood, I actually did some lime sulfur on it. That was about 3 weeks ago now, because the lime sulfur does have a bit of a smell to it. So that gave it enough time to really settle in. I usually tend to water the the dead wood first, then paint it over with lime sulfur. And then the bark, I usually just end up giving it a light sand. That brings the red out. And in this case, I used some walnut oil just to bring out the contrast in the deadwood and the bark.
This tree's been wired very beautifully, and I just wondered if you could tell us about the preparation of the foliage and creating these pads. Like, how did you go about picking and pruning this foliage to create this type of development?
Sure, that's been a journey on its own.
Yes.
I want to say just the styling that I did last year took me probably about 2-3 days, doing it in stages. It's very much a case of just trying to lift it out, trying not to cross it. It takes a lot of planning and time at the end of the day. But yeah, the most important is to give it nice and air. Like I said, this is the third styling. This is the time I've now left it. I'm quite happy with what I've got. And it's gotten nice growth to it now. So now it's now just a case of maintaining it, giving it nice air, nice space, that type of thing.
Congratulations on your win. It's a beautiful tree.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Hi, I'm Sally Saunders, and I belong to the EP Bonsai Society. We are having our annual show at the moment, and at the Fairview Club. Very nice venue. We're very happy. Yes, and this is a tree that Liam likes. It's called the Canthium inerme, or a bokdrol. It's had its little berries and flowers already. It gets big thorns on, but through the time, when you prune it, in actual fact, the thorn actually turns sometimes into a branch. This is a very special tree. It belonged, my dad loved this tree, and this table my mom carved. So this is on show for that reason, for my parents. It's a very interesting tree, and the leaves also get nice and small after time.
Hi everybody, my name is Piet Geier. I've been in the Bonsai Society for 14 years now, and this speckworm is one of my Yamadoris that I took out in the veld at Kucha, and it was a huge bush, and it had thick roots. I had to use an axe to cut it off to get it out of the soil, and what I did, it was just a straight piece, and then I've cut it off. And then what I did when I got home, I took a grinder and I cut 3 slots into it from the top to the bottom, like in a V shape. And then I planted it in a training pot, and it started rotting out. The core started rotting because what you see now, every year it looks a bit different because the core, the soft core, rots away. So I remove it. So it's actually the natural way that it grew without the core. So basically what you have is just a cambium. The outer shell of the tree is basically what is left. And I'm happy with it, and it's something different, and I enjoy working on it.
Many olives in this area can be assumed to have been dug in the Kucha area. This one by Teresa Lawson is the most interesting hollow and amazing swollen base with the smallest leaves and a little squirrel.
Hi, I'm Arlene Smith, and I'm a member of the EP Bonsai Society. I've been a member now, January I'll be 12 years a member. And yeah, I've got one of my favorite trees. It's a twin trunk sali. This tree I dug from the Kucha Development Area bush in 2019. And it was quite sturdy already, and it was, since then I've developed it. And it's one of my favorites. I love it. A sali needs quite a lot of work in between because it loves being clipped, it loves being fed, it loves being watered, and it loves to be clipped regularly. And you've got to clean in between because it tends to have a little bug that goes in between. And I think that is what sometimes causes the insides to die, and people, that's one of the reasons why they don't like it. It's also a tree that works on a vein, so it feeds on veins. Yeah, you won't be able to see this here now, unfortunately, but yeah, so you got to take good care of that, but with good care, they are very rewarding. They're lovely trees. This is another one of my favorite trees. It's on show now. This is a olive. It's an exasperator or a coastal dune olive. This is also one that I've dug from the bush in 2018, and it's developed beautifully. You can see there's a lot of dead wood. It actually had the bacteria that does actually affect our olives here in this area. So you can see that I've had to take all of that away. So this is all dead wood, and find the live cambium. So it's just going on this, but it's doing so well. It's in full bloom, and yeah, it also just with a lot of it. The thing about these coastal olives is they're also a little bit stalky as compared to the Africana subspecies, but love it as well.
I was the last demonstrator of the show on Sunday, and my topic encouraged the use of more rare species for the area. My presentation included inspirational examples of the bonsai I spoke about, like this Cape May from Brett Simon in Cape Town, this lavender tree from Edwin Green in White River in Mpumalanga, Gail Theron's bladdernut from Bishopsford Bonsai Nursery. I'll leave a link to their website in the description of this video. The late Louis van der Walt's Bohemia, and Robert King's Crossberry from Los Angeles, USA. The Eastern Province Bonsai Society is due a huge congratulations, and I thank them again for their invitation. Hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.